It's that time of the week again, Azure time! I'm Lars Klint and this is Azure This Week. Now, since I saw you last, I've been turning over any cloud I've come across to make sure you only get the best cloud news from Microsoft. And I found a new Azure certification, a massive attack on Azure, and some more function features. Remember a couple of weeks ago we got AZ-800 and 801? I spoke to Oren Thomas about it and I thought that was the last major certification we would see for a while. Well, not so. This week we got news of AZ-305 designing Microsoft Azure Infrastructure Solutions. At the same time, we found out that the current AZ-303 and 304 will retire on the 31st of March 2022. The main question I've gotten so far about the exam is, what if I've already passed AZ-303 but not 304? Well, you have two choices. Either take AZ-305 or AZ-304 before 31st of March next year. Both options will earn you the Azure Solutions Architect Expert certification. If you're planning on taking 303 and 304, but you don't have AZ-104 Azure Administrator Associate, then you need to get moving. You will not be allowed to take AZ-305 without 104. So in short, to earn Azure Solutions Architect Expert certification, you need AZ-104 and 305, or 303 and 305, or 303 and 304. Now, why one new exam to replace the two old ones? For one, the exam seems to become more refined as Microsoft learns how they relate to real-world roles. AZ-100 and 101 became 103, 200 and 201 became 203, and so on. And secondly, the exams do need constant review and at times updates to stay relevant. And this is definitely not the last time we've seen certification updates. Now, if you're super eager, the new AZ-305 exam will be available in beta from 16th November 2021. Well, that's not far off. If you'd like to learn more about getting cloud certified, check out ACG's free plan. It gives you access to free courses and quizzes, plus learning paths and original series content, like this one. And you don't need a credit card to sign up. We'll be sure to include a link in the description below. In the first half of 2021, there were a reported 25% increase in denial of service attacks on Azure compared to Q4 of 2020. And this week, we then learned of the biggest single DDoS attack on Azure. In the last week of August, a 2.4 terabit per second DDoS attack on a European customer was detected. This is 140% higher than 2020's 1 terabit per second attack and higher than any network volumetric event previously detected on Azure. The traffic originated from approximately 70,000 sources and from multiple countries in the Asia Pacific region, such as Malaysia, Vietnam, Taiwan, Japan, and China, as well as the US. As I mentioned last week on the show, there were some pretty serious DDoS protection measures on Azure, and they also deflected the attack this time. So how did Azure do this? Well, in this case, attack traffic which originated in the Asia Pacific region and the US did not reach the customer region, but was instead mitigated at the source countries. Azure identified the attack and stopped the traffic before it even got to the destination. Now, I think it's very cool that cloud computing can be used both to scale applications massively as well as protect from attacks to the extent that we never even noticed. Yeah. And finally, another piece of Azure Function news. This week, Dynamic Concurrency was released in a public preview. Dynamic Concurrency can improve the performance of your applications by optimizing the throughput for each instance and make real-time adjustments to your concurrency settings as your load patterns change over time. As opposed to static concurrency for Azure Functions, the dynamic model can provide a much simpler configuration as the system sort of learn the optimal values for your workload over time. You also get healthier instances as they are less likely to take on too many tasks and then get overloaded. Now, if you have Azure Functions that run a lot, then this could be an improvement to the performance of your application. So try it out today or now. Or do it now. Go. Before I wrap up, I wanted to mention that the Introduction to Azure Security course is free all this month on the A Cloud Guru platform. This course is a great way to get the right start to Azure Security. To check it out, hit the free plan sign up link below. As we say on the A Cloud Guru team, when we were just about to settle in for a smooth end to the year with no new certifications, seek and you shall cloud. So see you next week and keep being awesome, Cloud Gurus.